Have you ever wondered what happens when two tech giants take completely different paths to build the thinnest, sleekest phone possible? That's exactly what's happening right now with Apple's iPhone Air and Samsung's Galaxy S25 Edge. On paper, both are ultra-slim, stylish flagships. But the way Apple and Samsung got there couldn't be more different. And that's where things get interesting. Let's start with Apple. The iPhone Air is incredibly thin, about 0.2 millimeters slimmer than Samsung's Galaxy S25 Edge. That may sound tiny, but in the smartphone world, even half a millimeter can make a difference. Apple has also pulled off something impressive with battery life. Despite having a much smaller battery cell, smart optimization lets the iPhone Air keep up with, and in some cases even beat, the Galaxy S25 Edge in endurance. That's classic Apple, doing more with less, but here's the catch. Apple achieved that sleek design by cutting features. The iPhone Air has one fewer camera compared to the Galaxy S25 Edge. It only comes with a single speaker instead of stereo sound. And under the hood, its chipset runs on fewer cores. Now, don't get me wrong, the phone is still very powerful. You won't notice slowdowns in day-to-day use. But when you compare it side by side with Samsung's phone, you can see where Apple made trade-offs to chase thinness. Samsung took a different route. The Galaxy S25 Edge isn't the absolute thinnest phone, but it's still incredibly slim while offering more features across the board. It gives you extra cameras for different shots, stereo speakers for richer audio, and a larger battery that should last longer over years of use. That's a key point. Samsung could have shaved off a bit more thickness, but instead, it decided to keep the features people actually rely on daily. And that's really the core of this debate. Apple's iPhone Air is all about minimalism. It's lighter, thinner, and extremely refined. But that comes with sacrifices. Samsung's Galaxy S25 Edge is about balance. It's slightly thicker, but you get more flexibility, more power, and more hardware that caters to different needs. Now, which one is better? Well, that depends entirely on you. If you're already in the Apple ecosystem and love how iOS works seamlessly with your MacBook, iPad, or Apple Watch, the iPhone Air makes perfect sense. It gives you that smooth Apple experience in the thinnest design Apple has ever built. On the other hand, if you're someone who values choice, power, and features that go beyond the basics, then the Galaxy S25 Edge is the one that delivers more without cutting corners. What's fascinating is how these two companies define better. For Apple, better means stripping things down to the essentials. For Samsung, better means packing in as much as possible while still keeping the phone sleek. Neither approach is wrong, they're just different philosophies. So, is the iPhone Air better than the Galaxy S25 Edge? Not really. It's not about one being superior. It's about what works best for you. Do you want the lightest and thinnest phone possible, even if it means giving up some features? Or do you prefer a phone that's still slim but doesn't compromise on things like cameras, speakers, and battery life?